Welcome back. It is 9:15. So when you think of our country's military, video games don't really come to mind, but that is changing. Here to speak about that with us, Washington Post Innovations reporter Pranshu Verma. Pranshu, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. It's great to have you here. So we're starting to learn that the U.S. military is embracing gaming culture, weaving it into military culture. Can you talk a little bit about ways that this is happening?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's not a new phenomenon, but it's definitely adapted to the new age of gaming. So nowadays, actually just a few weeks ago, the military held its first ever inter-branch e-gaming competition where members from every service branch participated in a competition and played Halo. And the Air Force won, claiming kind of the first victory and bragging rights. But you're starting to see every service branch do a few things. They're fielding esports teams, where they play video games both recreationally and competitively with each other and other militaries abroad. And there's also a lot of influencers on gaming live stream channels like Twitch that play video games and are members of the military and interact with individuals who want to watch them stream. And then there's also communities on websites like Discord where members of the Air Force, Army, whatever have you want to talk about gaming in their private lives. They can kind of come together as an Air Force or an Army or Marine Corps community and talk about gaming with their fellow soldiers. So you're seeing a large push into, accepting that gaming is a part of the military lifestyle now.
Okay, all right. So part of the military lifestyle, but also is there a longer game here? Is this like a long-term recruitment strategy, perhaps?
Yeah, I think when you look at what's going on here and what's happened in the past, people, better or worse, believe that recruitment is at the core of this. Obviously, gamers have specific skill sets that work well with the types of kind of careers the military is creating now. We're getting to a more technologically advanced and automated military. And so we have these types of technical skills that are necessary. And so the military sees this as a really good recruiting pool. And also we've gotten a lot of research from the DoD itself, funding to show that, the relationship between being really good at gaming and being really good at a few things like cognitive perception, reaction time, and peripheral vision are things that have started to be linked together. So it's not just recruiting, but also training warfighters. That seems to be the interest the military has.
Okay, I can see that. On the flip side of this, is there any pushback from lawmakers or gaming experts? Everyone talks about, you still hear people say that video games are violent. We're talking about the military in this regard. Is there any pushback in that sense?
Yeah, there's a lot of pushback, most notably in 2020. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez in the House actually tried to ban the military from having Twitch gaming streams for recruitment. And other industry experts have also been pretty upset at that as well. And I guess the reason is kind of like you alluded to, these games kind of glorify war. And on these types of live streaming channels, you don't really have to have an age verification requirement. So the people that these, military influencers could be interacting with could be 10, 11, 12. And so there's the ethical question here about how we're talking with our children about war, how we're kind of glorifying gory video games, and then trying to see, are we actually talking about the other aspects of war, such as the ethical implications of it, and not trying to just make it too sexy and then just, try to say, hey, why don't you join the military? So there's such a lot of fraught tension and conversation about the military being in this space currently.
Yeah, it sounds like that conversation's just beginning here. Pranshu Verma with the Washington Post this morning. Thank you for being with us. We appreciate that.
Thanks for having me.
All right.